This is Andrew Fodge with Fitness by Andrew Personal Training based out here in Scottsdale, Arizona. And this month for the November Golf Fitness Tip of the Month for the Arizona Golf Association, I have with me Abby Mann, golf pro from Superstition Mountain Golf Club. And today what we're going to work on is balance. So one of the tests that we provide here with our TPI screening is a single leg balance test, where we have an individual hold one leg up, eyes closed, and we just try to see how long can they hold their balance for. What we're testing for is basically how well that person can put any type of load into their right or left hip. A right-handed golfer, if that person can't put much of a load in their right hip and balance and stabilize, they're not going to develop a whole ton of power. If they have a hard time putting any type of stability in that left hip, they're going to have a hard time posting up and bringing anything down with that downswing. So we're going to quickly demonstrate the test. We're going to do about 3 or 4 exercises of what you can do from a standing position to help resolve those issues. And then we're going to retest and see if we got any improvement today, okay? So Abby's going to demonstrate the test for me. She's my guinea pig. So what I'm going to do, Abby, is just have you balance first for 2 seconds. I want you to bring one leg up, parallel to the ground. Once you find your balance, I want you to hold it for 2 seconds with your eyes closed. 1002, and relax. Okay, that was your practice. Okay, now we're going for time, so I'm going to look at my timer here. Okay, you ready?
Okay.
So go and pop up and hold that balance. She's pretty solid, so we're going to pretend that she can hold that for 20 seconds. Okay? Okay? Which 16 seconds is the number we're shooting for. Okay, so let's try the other side. I'm going to have her demonstrate a fail. Okay? So this is our practice for 2 seconds. Bring this leg up a little higher. Hold that balance. 1002. Oh, relax. Okay, that was our practice. This one's for real. Okay, so let me look at my timer and then pop up. Hold that balance, and there we go. So we could assume that she has a hard time stabilizing with that right hip with this test so far, okay? So one tip I have for anything that you're doing is if you're working out on your own, try to do as much as you can on one leg. So guys, if you're doing bicep curls, you know, the curls for the girls type thing, do it on one leg. Do 10 on one leg and then do 10 on the other. Your shoulder presses, your one arm presses, anything you can do with your upper body, try to do it on each leg. 5 or 10 reps to teach those legs how to stabilize on their own, okay? The next drill I want to show you guys is basically a way to teach balance to someone. So I'm going to have Abby grab the tubing here. I'm going to have her get into that same balance position we just had. So we're going to bring that knee up. And what I want her to do is try to stabilize with the tubing, helping her to activate all these muscles up here by bringing her arms right next to her side, fist down, great posture here. Now, as she's holding this position, I want her to imagine her head rising to the ceiling and her right foot pressing or pushing into the ground. Super solid. Once she has this position, give me a little pulse. Maintaining this great balance, this great posture, and we're picking on all the stabilizers of her body to maintain this balance. So let's do about 10 on this side, and then switch legs and try 10 on the other side. Find the balance first, nice and tall, nice and rigid. Once you've got it locked in, pulse. About 10 pulses, pulling with the shoulder blades, not just the triceps, keeping this great posture and pressing that foot into the floor. That's our first drill to try to teach and nail down this balance. Okay, our second drill for today is called a rainbow press. So I'm going to have Abby get into that same single leg balance position that she had earlier. I want her hands about ear level off to one side with a medicine ball. She's using a 5-pound medicine ball in her right hand. I want to have her press up and exchange hands over her head and pull actively back down. Come back up, switch, and pull back down. Now she's keeping the ball in her arms out of her periphery. So I don't want her to see the ball or her hands. I want her to pull those shoulders back as she's pressing and exchanging the ball between each hand. About 5 to 10 reps depending on your ability. Each time we do 5 on each arm, and we're going to switch legs and try the same drill with the other leg. Now one side might be easier than the other. If we turned on all those stabilizers and those balance type muscles with our previous drill with that tubing, this should feel a little easier to maintain so we can focus more on what the upper body is doing, but not forgetting about stabilizing, pushing into the ground with that stabilizing leg. This is our rainbow press. This is our second drill to improve balance of the lower body. This is our third drill for today, and what we're going to do is, again, emphasize a single leg balance. We're going to do it more from a golf posture, and we're going to add some torso rotation to it. So I'm going to have Abby first find that single leg balance position, and I want her to imagine golf posture, still keeping that foot off the ground and hovering right over the floor, a little bit more of a hinge from the hip, but still great posture here. Now with that medicine ball, again 5 pounds for Abby, I want her to rotate only to her left, maintaining balance from the hips down, but moving, twisting that upper body. She's going to feel that right in that hip. Can you feel it, Abby?
Yeah.
Perfect. Again, about 5 to 10. I want her to do 10 on this side, and we're going to try 10 on the other side when she finishes these reps. Focusing on golf posture, a little hinge to the hip, great posture with the upper body, hovering over the floor, rotate, rotate. Okay? That's our third drill. That's a torso rotation from a single leg balance position. So we're going to show you our last drill for today. It's a single leg deadlift, but we're going to add R&T to it. Now, what R&T is reactive neuromuscular training. So all that is, for a fancy word, is just I'm going to give her knee something to adjust to. Now Abby can do a single leg deadlift, great, but my knee is getting a little bit of tension here. I'm giving her leg something else to react to and maintain this proper position. So I'm just going to give her a little bit of tension. It doesn't take much to get the right reaction. There we go. You're going to find your balance.
Okay.
And do the deadlift for me. She's just going to where she feels a stretch in that hamstring and back up. There we go. Keeping that knee right over the shoelaces. Just like that. Now can you feel that on the outside of your hip?
Yes.
Okay. So the muscles on the outside of her hip are working a little harder to stabilize against that knee. If I take the resistance away, you can see how she wants to fall off balance. So we're teaching those muscles what to do in a single isolated position. So that's our fourth exercise for today. Now, we used an F&T tube. If you don't have any of these, elastic tubing will work. If you don't have that, just hold a weight in one hand just to give your body something to adjust to with an offset or offloaded position. If you have any questions, definitely email us here at Fitness by Andrew, Andrew@fitnessbyandrew.com, or give us a call, 602-638-3000. We're based in Scottsdale, and we also have another location out in Mesa. So we're more than happy to do a screening with you to find those weak links, those imbalances, and help you fix them. This is Andrew and Abby, and that's it for today.